doing a relax class, so it's going to be really chill. We're going to stay in a couple of poses a little bit longer and breathe into it and really just relax the whole body and relax any tensing that we have going on. So we'll start in a child's pose, so taking your bum back towards your heels and your chest towards your thighs. And this time, I'm going to get you to put your arms behind you so that your shoulders are draping over, if this feels comfortable. And just letting your forehead rest on the mat. Take an inhale here. And an exhale out. Feeling the weight of your head on the ground. Feeling the breath expand and relax through the core and through your back. Just taking a moment here to settle in the body, settle in the breath, and arrive. We may have a lot going on in our mind, and just let that be your experience, and be present with that, and keep breathing in that as well. Be present with your breath as well. Starting to feel the belly expand over your thighs as you inhale, and let it go on your exhale, feeling your belly deflate. And anytime you have a little bit of thought spiraling going on, just coming back to that, filling up the belly and letting it release. And on every exhale, just letting all of the weight fall towards the earth. All of the muscles, the bones, relax. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, take your hands in front of you. Regular child's pose. Take a deep breath in when you get there. And a deep breath out. And then inhale, coming on to hands and knees for tabletop. Just taking your feet to one side, transitioning to your seat for a seated meditation. Crossing your legs. Taking your palms wherever feels comfortable. Maybe they're on your knees or in your lap. And maybe kind of experiment with having your palms up or your palms down. Whatever feels right here. And close your eyes for a moment. Again, noticing where the mind is going. And letting that be, letting it be present. And also letting the breath be present in that as well. Notice how focusing a little bit more on your breath lets those thoughts sit in the background a little bit more. Take a deep breath in to fill the belly. And a deep breath out to contract. A couple more moments here. Going to spend some time with the breath, with the body. In one position, in a couple different positions, but staying in one position so that we can really feel how the breath manifests. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just letting your eyes blink open. Doing a couple little shoulder and neck stretches. So taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Not letting your shoulders come up, but just breathing in to the left side of your neck. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Again, staying here, being present with the sensation, being present with whatever's going on in your mind, and breathing. Maybe take your right hand and put it over your head. A little bit of weight. Not too much. Don't push it down at all, but just let the weight of that hand take the stretch in a little bit deeper way. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more moment here. And then let that right hand go on your exhale. And then let your head come up on the inhale. And the other side, taking your left ear to your left shoulder. Letting the shoulders be soft, but just tilting the head over to the left, opening the right side of the neck. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Breathing into the sensation. Letting the muscles that are tight kind of awaken so that we can loosen it up. And take your left hand to your head if you like. Just using the weight of your hand to create a deeper stretch. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more moment here. Nice. On your next exhale, take that hand off of your head. And on your next inhale, take the head up straight. Then just take a moment, head over heart, heart over pelvis, straighten out the spine. Inhale, grow the crown of the head. And exhale, feel the sitting bones grounded into the earth. Now taking your right hand to the ground beside you. Maybe you take fingertips out to the side a little bit more. And on your inhale, raising your left arm up to the sky, coming into a seated crescent moon pose. So taking those fingertips over to the right side. And then again, spiraling your heart up to the sky, just like we would in standing crescent moon. Make sure your shoulders are loose. They're not up towards your ears. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out to open that left side body. Taking a moment here to tap into the breath, tap into the mind. One last in-breath. And an out-breath. And inhale, take that hand back to the earth. Left hand to the earth. And then inhale, the right arm comes up. Second side. And again, taking those right fingertips over to the left side. Stretching out the right side body. Making sure your shoulders are lowered from your ears. Take a deep breath in. Grow through the crown of the head. Exhale, spiral your heart towards the sky. And again, on your inhale, growing through the spine, expanding. And on your exhale, digging into that foundation of your sitting bones in the earth. Notice your breath. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And inhale, coming up. Dropping that hand. Take a deep breath in and just sitting. And a deep breath out. Inhale, take both arms overhead. Hinging at the hips, coming forward fold in this sitting position. Hinging at the hips and then letting your hands fall to the ground wherever they lay naturally. Take a deep breath in, grow through the spine. And exhale to fold, dropping the weight of your head down. Take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Really grounding into the sitting bones. And feel how every breath expands the back, expands the lower back and your belly. And on your exhale, it all contracts. Being ever so present with our body, with our breath in this moment. Maybe asking yourself, how can I relax in this pose just a little bit deeper? Letting go of any expectations. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Your next inhale, coming up, taking your spine up, stacking your spine, head over heart, heart over pelvis. And then inhale the fingertips up towards the sky again. And exhale, bringing them to heart center. Now coming onto hands and knees, so taking your hands forward onto the mat. And coming into a little cat-cow, so making sure your hips are over your knees, shoulders are over your wrists, grounding the front of your feet into the earth, and spreading each fingertip wide. Nice. Inhale, lift the head, drop the belly, lift the hips. Exhale, pull the ribs in and up, looking down. Inhale, chest comes forward, look up. Exhale, pull it all in, tail tucks. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, fill the belly. And exhale, empty all of the breath out. Last one, inhale, make it big. Inhale. And exhale, contract. Nice. And then coming into a neutral spine. Walking your hands a palm print forward. Inhale to curl the toes under. And on your exhale, lifting your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Bending your knees as much as you like here. As much as you can to make your tailbone to your wrist connection really straight. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Walking out your dog, straightening out one leg and bending the other. Breathing with the sensations here. Being present with what is. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. On your next inhale, we're taking our knees down to the ground again, coming into all fours. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your chest, cow. And as you exhale, moving into downward facing dog, pushing your hips up and back. Nice. Inhale, coming into cow, dropping the knees, lifting the chest. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. A couple more times. Inhale. Belly comes down, chest lifts, look up. And exhale, hips come up and back, downward facing dog. Last one, inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, fill the breath. And exhale, empty all of the breath as you come into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Last breath in. And as you exhale, bringing your knees back to the ground for child's pose this time. And this time, if you like, you can let your knees come a bit wider to stretch out the hips. And keep your hands forward this time. You can still make it a little bit passive, so bringing your elbows onto the ground, letting your shoulders relax. Taking an inhale to feel the stretch of your belly in between your thighs. And an exhale to let it go. Feeling every breath fill the belly and fill the lower back. And exhale, letting it deflate. Feeling your third eye on the mat once again. Maybe you rock your head back and forth to kind of massage that point in between your eyebrows. Taking a sweet moment to relax here. Being present with the mind, being present with the breath. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, coming up to all fours. And then we're just going to transition onto our back, so coming onto your seat first. Coming on all the way to your back here. When you get there, bend your knees and hug your knees in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in. And a deeper breath out. Rocking side to side to massage the back, massage the internal organs. For a little gentle massage, I also like to straighten out my arms and grab my kneecaps, and then take little circles with the lower back, yeah. So when your knees are closer to your body, bending your elbows a little bit to get your knees closer to your chest, and then as they come out, you straighten your arms. And then if you like switching to do circles on the other side, the other way. Nice. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then planting your feet on the ground, keeping your knees bent. Little option here, so you can either take your knees together and take your feet out, so we call this a tripod, So taking your feet out and your knees in. So this is really nice for the lower back and can really kind of create a relaxation effect with your back and really relieve a lot of stress and tension there. Or if you want a little bit more extra stretch in your hips, you can take the soles of your feet together and your knees out. It's kind of the opposite effect. Cobbler's pose, legs, but you're reclined. And you can take your arms down beside you and rest in any which position of those that you like. Whatever feels good for you today. And take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Continue to be present with the sensations that come up, with the thoughts that come up. And use the breath to really enrich that sort of presence. Often we can let perceptions of our thoughts, of our mind, of our body kind of get in the way of our sense of presence and our sense of time and space. So taking a moment here wherever you are to use the breath to bring yourself back to the present. And being fully in the present is very relaxing, and it's the way that we relax is to be fully present where we are right now. No need to change anything or do anything. But everything is right how it's supposed to be. Take a deep breath in wherever you are. And a deep breath out. And on your next inhale, bring your knees towards your chest once again. And taking your arms out to a T. Or cactus arms, and then moving your hips over to the left, and then letting your knees come over to the right for a reclined twist. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, maybe you take your gaze to the left side of the room. Letting the twist be the way it is, letting it detox the body, letting it relax the mind, continuing to breathe in the posture. Feel any sensations that come up. Taking a few sweet moments here to let everything relax. On your next inhale, taking your knees back to center. And then the other side, taking your hips over to the right, your knees over to the left on your exhale. Take an inhale. And exhale, maybe you look towards the right, if that's comfortable for your neck. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Letting everything go. Letting your body rest and relax. Letting your mind rest and relax. On your next inhale, take your knees back up to center. And then coming into our final Shavasana with your legs out and your arms by your sides. Again, playing with your palms being up towards the sky or facing the ground, whatever feels good for you. Closing the eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And in today's Shavasana, on every exhale, I want you to think about how you could relax just a little bit more. If there's any tension in the body, can you localize it? Can you realize where it is? And on your next exhale, could you relax just a little bit more in that point of tension? And same thing for our mind. If we find that we're running off into thoughts or thinking about this and that we have to do, take an inhale. And as you exhale, just let that tight grip on what you have to do later or the next day, let that relax a little bit more. Loosening the grip of anything that has its tightness in us, that creates tension in our mind and in our body. Just taking a moment here to realize that that occurs and to let that go, to let that relax. And then eventually just letting everything fade into the background. The noises you hear, your breath, any sensation, just let that be in the background. We're going to stay here for a few more moments. Letting everything relax fully. From head to toe, your body is relaxing deep into your mat. Every muscle, tendon, and bone is fully relaxed. You feel now that your body is heavy and you're really comfortable in this sense of relaxation. Tapping into your true nature of peace and relaxation. Slowly and mindfully lengthening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. Coming back to the breath, back to the body, making little movements in your fingertips and your toes. Rolling out your wrists and your ankles. When you're ready, inhale. Take a big stretch overhead from the tips of your fingers to your toes. Big, tall stretch. And then coming on to the right side of your body for fetal pose. Taking a few deep breaths here. On your next inhale, taking your left hand to press into the earth and come up to a seated pose with your eyes closed. Inhale to rise through the spine. And exhale to ground into the earth with your sitting bones. On your next inhale, taking your hands to heart center pressing your palms together. Inhale, rise through the chest. And exhale to bow your forehead into your fingers, dropping your head towards your chest. On your inhale, raising your chin. And exhale to blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for taking this relax class. I hope it created a little bit more mindfulness and breath for your day. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you.